Hello folks, welcome back to the show here on Flick Direct, where I give you guys the latest that happened in movie news throughout the week, and then I give you all my personal take of the matter at hand. I'm your host, Austin Plum, and we have so much to talk about this week, so let's buckle right in and start the show up. Now, getting right into it, starting off this week's show, we have a lot of news surrounding D23. Now, for those of you who don't know what D23 is, D23 is essentially Disney's annual trade show. They debut new footage, whether it be for their new movies, new animations, or in this case, their new stuff about Disney Plus, their streaming service, which is dropping November, to which I am buying simply for The Mandalorian, and one particular show to which I am so happy. I cannot wait to see this thing. But in terms of all the new series that Disney Plus has announced, I'm about to mention them right now, and this is a buttload of information, so here we go. Now, in terms of new series that will be dropping on Disney Plus, we don't have any release dates that we know of at this moment, but Disney did announce these new series that will be on Disney Plus, and they are included Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Miss Marvel. Now, to be fair, I don't know really a lot about these Marvel characters. I do know a little bit about Miss Marvel and She-Hulk due to video games like Marvel vs. Capcom. But they did announce two series that will be dropping on Disney Plus that I am losing my mind at right now. One of them, I am not joking with you guys, but I'm so hyped about this series, and it's called The World According to Jeff Goldblum. Yes, there will be a series on Disney Plus that is hosted by Jeff freaking Goldblum. Hell freaking yes, I am all for this. I love Jeff Goldblum, and knowing that there is going to be a show that is hosted by Jeff Goldblum, I'm sold already. But the main thing that Kathleen Kennedy mentioned that everyone is losing their shit about, myself included, it has been confirmed that for Disney Plus that there will be a series surrounding Obi-Wan Kenobi. About damn time. Now, I don't know how long, but for some time now, fans were wondering if there's going to be a prequel movie about Obi-Wan Kenobi, which was supposedly in development for quite some time. I don't know if it was ever confirmed, but now it has been confirmed that yes, not only will there be a series about Obi-Wan Kenobi, but the biggest news is that Ewan McGregor will be reprising his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi. And all I'm going to say is, play the clip. I've been wanting a movie or even a series about Obi-Wan Kenobi, and finally we are getting it. And not only that, but get this, scripts have been written and shooting starts next year. I am going to be in heaven when the show comes out. I am all cool with all the Marvel stuff coming out, but knowing that there's a show that's hosted by Jeff Goldblum, which I'm already hyped about that, but an Obi-Wan series? Yes! Yes! Also, keeping in the realm of Star Wars, for Disney Plus, the first trailer for The Mandalorian was released, and this looks like it's going to be a kick-ass series. I have been looking forward to hearing anything about The Mandalorian. I mean, I am literally buying Disney Plus simply for The Mandalorian and for the Obi-Wan series. Now, also for the Jeff Goldblum series, but mainly for Mandalorian and Obi-Wan. It is sort of believed that this is going to be a series and not a series of films. Pedro Pascal, from I believe, is playing The Mandalorian. You also have, I believe, Gina Carano in the series, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I cannot wait for this series. I am so hyped for this. It is dropping November 7th on Disney Plus. Inject the show into my veins right now. Not just that, but as we all know, Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker, is coming out this December, to which I could not wait to see it. Not only that, but some footage has debuted at D23, and there is one specific shot that is making everybody lose it, and it is a shot of Rey holding a double-bladed red lightsaber. So that only asks one thing. Is Rey going to fall to the dark side? Not just that, but there has been an official poster release for Rise of Skywalker, to which I will show right here. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't think it looks amazing, but does it look really cool? Absolutely, it really does. And the thing I love most about this poster is that we see Palpatine in the background, to which I cannot wait to see how they incorporate his character, even though he died in Return of the Jedi, just saying. I am really looking forward to Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of the Skywalker. I am really excited to see how the saga ends this December, knowing especially that Rey is going to be having a red double-bladed lightsaber. I mean, I don't know what this is going to do. I don't know if she's falling to the dark side by some point in the movie, or if she comes back. I mean, I imagine that sequence is going to be a part of a climatic battle sequence. Don't know for certain, but knowing that Rey is going to be holding a red lightsaber at some point, Whoa. Another thing shown at D23 was some new stuff for Frozen 2, which is one of my most anticipated movies for the rest of the year. I cannot tell you guys how excited I am for Frozen 2. There was some new footage that debuted at D23, but the thing that caught my attention is that apparently there is going to be a new song for Frozen 2, to which doesn't surprise me whatsoever because the songs that were in the original Frozen were so catchy. I mean, Do You Want to Build a Snowman? And of course, the most famous out of all of them, Let It Go. Nope, not gonna sing. Nope, not gonna do it. I cannot wait to hear this song, and I cannot wait to see this movie. From what I've been hearing, the footage that did debut at D23 looked amazing. Doesn't surprise me because Frozen 2, from the trailers that I have seen, this movie looks like it's going to be phenomenal. I hope it is, because like I mentioned before, one of my most anticipated movies for the rest of the year. I love the original Frozen so much, and I cannot wait to see what they do with the sequel for Frozen 2. Now we move on to some very unfortunate news for Tom Holland, because Tom Holland has had a pretty rough week for two specific reasons. One of them being about Sony and Disney. So as we all know, a couple of years ago, Sony and Disney hatched up a deal in which Spider-Man would appear in the MCU, which made everyone, including myself, lose their minds. And the deal originally was that Sony was going to have about 90% of the profits, while Disney would have about 10%, which sounds fair because given that Disney is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, I mean, they pretty much own almost everything at this point. But apparently this renegotiation deal, Disney wanted a whole lot more money, so much more that they wanted a 50-50 share of profits. So get this. They originally got 10%, which is more than fair. But now Disney, from 10%, they want a 50-50 exchange. Given that they're a multi-billion-dollar corporation, you think that's more than enough for them? And Sony understandably said, yeah, absolutely not. As this moment, a deal has not been reached, and as this moment, Spider-Man is unfortunately out of the MCU, to which, God dang it. And Kevin Feige did seemingly confirm that Spider-Man is out of the MCU. I don't know for how long, but for the time being, say that this was not meant to last forever, which absolutely sucks. But right now, this absolutely sucks because I really want to see what Spider-Man was going to do in the MCU following Spider-Man Far From Home. But guys, hold out for some help because something could still happen. And the other reason as to why Tom Holland is having a terrible week is regarding the news of the Uncharted movie, which, get this, and it's not really surprising, has lost yet another director. Now, the Uncharted movie has been in development for quite some time. A script has been written. They're just trying to make it at this point, and there's been so many directors attached. I believe Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg were mentioned at one point. David O. Russell was supposed to direct this movie with Mark Wahlberg and Nathan Drake, as to why. I don't know why that was even considered. Then Sean Levy signed to direct, and then Dan Trachtenberg, the guy who directed 10 Glorious and The Boys, to which, watch The Boys if you haven't seen it. It's an incredible show. But Dan Trachtenberg had entered the project of January of this year, but a couple days ago he exited, which probably means that the movie will be delayed, so Sony is on the search for yet another director. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, if I had it my way, I would not have a Uncharted movie being made. I really don't think that the game series lends itself to a movie as cinematic as those games are. But unless if they have a great director involved in this movie, I don't want to say it, but man, I feel so bad for Tom Holland right now. Oh my god, I almost forgot to mention this. Going back to D23, there was one more thing that was announced amongst the brevity of other things, but this one particular thing got me so hyped, and that is that Black Panther 2, as we all know, is being made. Kevin Feige, he did mention while talking about Phase 4 that Black Panther 2 is being made at this moment. Ryan Coogler is back to writing and directing, to which, hell freaking yes. But the biggest bit of movie news that we got from Black Panther 2 is that we have an official release date of May 6th, 2022. Yes, the release date is years away, but still, knowing that Black Panther 2 is being made with Ryan Coogler and Chadwick Boseman returning, I could not be more excited about this despite it being years away. I love Black Panther. It's in my top 5 MCU films, along with Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, and the newer Avengers films, Infinity War and Endgame. This is a tiny little news update on Black Panther 2. I want to mention it because I cannot wait for this damn movie. On to our second and final news story of this week. We have some news surrounding, get this, a Breaking Bad movie. Yes, guys, a Breaking Bad movie has been shot, and it's releasing on Netflix, and the title of the film is called El Camino. And this Breaking Bad movie, El Camino, actually takes place after the events of the series. If you haven't seen the series, what are you doing? Where have you been? watch it right now. Breaking Bad is one of the best TV shows ever made. But if you guys remember, at the end of the Breaking Bad series finale, Walter White died. He was shot, so he died. And if you guys also remember, Jesse Pinkman, played by Aaron Paul, drove away in that car. So the movie, as you would imagine, follows Jesse Pinkman into where he went in this movie. Looks so freaking good. I have been a huge Breaking Bad fan. I did watch Better Call Saul for a little bit. I need to go back to watching, and from what I saw, Better Call Saul was phenomenal. Now, there's not too much I can talk about when it comes to this movie, but other than that, it looks amazing. It debuts on Netflix in October. I don't remember the exact date, so I'll put it right here. But I really love that they're following Jesse Pinkman instead, because Jesse is one of the most amazing characters in that show, and he had a hell of an arc, so I'm really curious to see where he goes. And this means one more thing to me. It's time for me to rewatch Breaking Bad again. And another update that we got this week that made me so happy is that we have an update on Bill and Ted Face the Music, Bill and Ted 3, and that Bill and Ted 3 has finally finished principal photography. I am so hyped for Bill and Ted 3. My friend Gary, who is the biggest Bill and Ted fan I know he's losing his mind over this. Now, here's the thing. I absolutely love Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I think that the second one is still a lot of fun, but not as good as Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. But Bill and Ted Face the Music looks like it's going to be so much fun. They wrapped filming just actually a couple of nights ago, because as we all know, the film comes out next August, to which is about damn time this movie is being made. Seriously, this movie has been in development for so many years. I am so hyped to see this movie once again, like Bond 25. I mean, I know it's kind of weird to mention Bill and Ted 3 with Bond 25, but Bill and Ted 3 is honestly one of my most anticipated movies of next year. I can't wait to see Bill and Ted in their middle ages trying to write music while also having a family. That's gonna be hysterical. Are you kidding me? But yes, Bill and Ted 3 has finished filming. Cannot wait to see this movie next year. Bring on the music. I am so hyped to see Bill and Ted just doing this.
Excellent!
And on to our final news story of the week. We have some news surrounding Bond 25, and that Bond 25 has an official title. So Bond 25 is currently in principal photography. I cannot wait for this movie, knowing that Cary Fukunaga is directing it. Not just that, this is also Daniel Craig's final outing as James Bond, so I'm really excited to see where they take him this time around. But the official title for Bond 25 is No Time to Die, and I absolutely love this trailer. Now, what I love most about this title is that it harkens back to the old school days of Bond, like Sean Connery, Timothy Dalton, and we also got a really cool behind the scenes feature that shows Cary Fukunaga directing Daniel Craig. I really love the colors that they're showing in the featurette, and I cannot wait to see this damn movie. I mean, it's a Bond movie. How can I not be excited about this thing? I cannot wait for this movie. It's one of my most anticipated movies of next year. Inject Bond into my veins once again. Cannot wait for this movie. Alrighty guys, that is going to do it for our stacked week this week. Please comment down, let me know below, how do y'all feel when it comes to D23 about all the new series coming to Disney Plus, especially the show called World According to Jeff Goldblum. How do y'all feel about the new Marvel series? How do you feel about the Mandalorian trailer? How do you guys feel about an Obi-Wan series coming to Disney Plus? How do you guys feel about the poster for Star Wars Episode 9? Also, when it comes to Frozen 2, are you excited about hearing this new song? Also, how do you guys feel about the split between Sony and Marvel, knowing that Spidey is not going to be in the MCU? I don't know for how long, but still, it absolutely sucks. Also, how do you guys feel about the Black Panther 2 release date? Also, with Bill and Ted 3, who is not excited about this movie, with Uncharted once again losing another director, the Breaking Bad movie coming out on Netflix, and finally, how do y'all feel about the title for Bond 25? Let us know below. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's show. If so, please hit that like button and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell for whenever a new video from us goes live. If you guys want to see any of our previous 2 shows, please click either right there or there. And of course, until next week's show, we'll see you guys next week. Have a great week, guys.